guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is going to be a review slash demo on the brand new Life's to Drag palette, which I was so excited to get my hands on this palette. You guys have no idea. It was crazy. It was a mission to get this palette actually. Like, I was literally like right there a minute before it launched, like waiting for it to launch, and as soon as it launched, you guys, I put it in my shopping cart. I went to, exit it out or whatever, and my card kept getting declined, and I was like, bro, did I go broke from buying so much makeup? And then I asked my husband, I was like, hey, can I borrow your debit card? He let me borrow his debit card. It didn't go through either. It got declined. I was like it's the universe telling me to stop buying makeup. And so I went and ran to my room, grabbed my credit card, and that shit got declined too. So I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, did I go broke? Like, did I really go broke buying so much makeup? Because I literally buy makeup on a daily. Then I messaged the Lunar Beauty page and I was like, hey, you know what? My cards keep getting declined. Is it like, the bug going around with, the website or whatever? They never responded. But then I started seeing comments. Our community replied. A lot of you guys like replied. And then I was like, oh, thank the Lord, I'm not the only one getting declined. But anyways, I ended up buying it with PayPal. So to be honest, if my husband weren't to be home at that time of the launch, I probably wouldn't have this palette in my hands today because I don't have PayPal like he does. So I was like, what is PayPal? Like, what is that? So here it is. Here's this bad boy. Like, I love it. I feel like he's just staring at me, like very fierce. Like, no, okay. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my thoughts on this palette. I'm going to be letting you guys know if this palette is worth your money. Is it worth the hype? Is it pigmented? Is it not pigmented? Is it shit? I am here for the tea. Like, we are here for the tea. You know what I mean? And we're also here for this eye look right here. I decided to use the neutral side of the palette just because I see everybody and their mothers using the colorful side of the palette, which nothing wrong. It's just not something that I am comfortable with using. You know what I mean? Like, I am just more of a neutral, warm kind of girl. Like, those are my type of shades. The pops of color get me really uncomfortable. I rarely like to play around with them because I'm so insecure when it comes to color. Like, I feel like I do not know how to play with color. Like, color and me, we don't vibe, you know what I mean? So yeah, today I'm sharing with you guys this eye look using the neutral side of the palette. Hello shadows. Yeah, hello shadows. Before we get started into the review, if you're not yet part of our T-Squad family, you would like to join, don't forget to subscribe in the link down below. Subscribe, get with the program, become part of our T-Squad family. And with that being said, guys, don't forget to follow me on social media, Snapchat, Instagram, most likely, because on Snapchat, you guys see a little bit more of my personal kind of life, and do poll questions on my Insta stories where I ask you guys if you guys want to see a particular collab review. So right now, I asked you guys if you guys wanted to see the Jaclyn Hill collab with Morphe, and I'm also going to be giving away 2 of those palettes. So subscribe if you're not yet part of our T-Squad family, and go follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the review, and let's go ahead and get started. So I kind of want to give you guys a size comparison to a palette that I'm pretty sure a lot of us already own in our collection. So here is the Life's to Drag palette, and then this is the Modern Renaissance palette. Just going to put it. So I'm pretty sure you guys can see the size difference. This one is way more wide, and it is bigger in general. So that's that. And then I'm also going to compare it to a palette that when I received it, I thought it was really big. I thought that the Dominique Latte palette was huge, but no. Life's to Drag is still a little bit bigger, as you guys can see. Here's an up close of the packaging so you guys can see how beautiful and holographic it is. Really, really nice. So I love that Manny's eyes are in the front, and I love the whole drag theme behind the palette. I think it's genius. I love it. It's original. It does come with the actual mirror. And then these are the shades, which I'm pretty sure you guys have seen all over YouTube, all over social media. The way I like to see it is that you get 6 neutrals right here. You get 2 shimmery metallic shades, and then you get 6 pops of color. So I love that. At first I didn't understand it. First, when I saw this palette, I was like, okay. I wasn't too crazy about it, but now that I have it in my hands, I'm like, I'm dying. I'm crazy about it. And the reason being is because I'm not too much of this kind of girl, but I'm more of a, you know, neutral kind of girl, warm tone. So I really appreciate that he included these here, the two shimmery shadows to divide the other 6 pops of color. So I really do like it. I really do appreciate the whole concept. I think it's genius. So I already went ahead and played with this palette a couple days ago. I actually played with the pops of color, which I'm probably not going to be trying out in this video. The pans are like a typical MAC shadow. They do have 21 grams of product. So yeah, and then it does come with a dual-ended sided brush, which I already used this side here. So this is the brush. It's very simple. I love the detail, the very light pink detail on the brush. And then it comes with a blending side, and then it comes with a packing side, or I would actually use this to buff out my lower lash line. I think it's perfect for that, but you can also pack on color on your lid, or if you tilt it to this side, you can also pop on inner corner highlight. So I love this brush. I think it's a multi-use kind of brush. So this palette is cruelty free and it's technically vegan, but it's not registered as vegan. He explains a little bit more about that in his video. Now I will say regarding that, the shade Kai Kai, which is the one I tried on my lid, it did stain my lid. Now he did mention it in his video that some of the pops of color could potentially stain your lid. So now that we have gotten a little bit of information out of the way on the palette, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in so we can create an eye look and see how these neutral shades perform. I did do some swatches. I always say it in every video when I do a review on a palette. The swatches just don't do justice. I feel like the swatches can perform beautifully on your arm but perform like shit on the eyes, and vice versa. I don't like to judge a palette by swatches, so I'm not going to go ahead and do swatches here. Just know that I do have swatches on my Instagram in case you want to go check those out. But like I always say, you guys, I don't like to judge a palette by arm swatches. For example, I saw Manny's review, and he said that the shade Shady, the black in the palette, he said that it was very opaque, and it was, you know, his purpose to not get it too intense black. And when he swatched it on his arm, it didn't really look black. But when I applied that shade on my eye, it applied super black, intense black. So the first shade that I'm going to go in with is Sickening, which is this one right here, which is like the perfect transition shade. I love this shade. I love it when a palette has this shade. So off of first impressions, it is giving me kickback. Not as much as the Kristen Dominique palette or the Anastasia palettes, but it is still giving me kickback. Okay, so off the bat, you can see that it's a very pigmented. I'm pretty sure you guys can see. Also, something that I really like about this palette is that when you can easily like tilt this way, and if you set it, look, I'm pretty sure you guys can see this dent right there. If you guys set it in your vanity or set it on a table, it's actually going to be like that, like tilted, so you can just, you know, go like this, you know, without it being like flat down. It actually tilts like this. So I really like that. I'm going to take the shade Hunty, which is a cool tone, kind of a light brown shade. Same, it has fallout, it has a lot of kick up, not too intense. But these shadows, what I'm noticing is that they're really pigmented, so I don't mind. Like I said, if a palette has a fallout, I've said it a million times here on my channel, I don't mind if a palette has fallout as long as the shadows are easy to work with and they perform well on the eyes. For example, the Subculture palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, not trying to throw shade at her, but kind of throwing shade. That palette has a massive kickback and it performs horrible. So y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Pretty pigmented. So I want to know how many of you guys are excited for the new Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collaboration. They're launching the Vault collection, which is 4 palettes. 4 palettes with, what is it, like, to be honest, 2 of the palettes, which is like the red and the purple palette, remind me so much of the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill palette, like the original palette that they came out with. So I'm not too excited about those. I'm excited about the green one and the yellow palette. Like, I am living for those. So I'm obviously going to be giving away those 2 palettes here on my channel. So subscribe if you guys are not yet part of our T-Squad family. She is having like the meet and greet here in Vegas on Saturday. I plan on going. I don't know if I should vlog though. What do you guys think? I kind of want to go, but I'm kind of lazy that I have to wake up early because I believe it's like at 7 in the morning, which I'm not looking forward to, you know what I mean? Okay, moving on, I'm actually going to try out his brush from the collection, and I'm going to take the shade Trade, which is like a burnt red kind of color. I'm just going to take that. It's more of a maroon because there's another color here called Snatched. That one's more red. So I'm just going to place this on my outer B, working it inwards. So anyways, as I was saying, I am kind of excited to go. Hopefully I get to meet her. It would be awesome. Yeah, these shadows are really, really, really pigmented. Like, hello, pigment. Yeah. Been wanting to upload a vlog as well, you guys. Because a lot of you guys have asked me about Chata, which is the bulldog that me and Jesus adopted. So you guys have no idea. I did vlog when we took her to the vet, and I couldn't finish the vlog because I busted out crying like a baby. So that should be coming up. I kind of explained to you guys the horrifying experience at the vet. She's okay. There's definitely not a cure to what she has, but we'll be fine. We are actually moving out of this apartment, and we're actually getting a remodeled one in the same building. We're getting a remodeled one that has floor. I believe it has like wood floor, so she'll be happy. And then she can poop and she can pee all she wants, you know, because it's just going to be easier for me to clean it, which I honestly don't mind. Like, now that we've gotten to like know her and like we're just getting so used to her, we don't want to give her away. So literally, you guys can see on camera how pigmented this is. Like, hello, pigment. Go ahead and take the shade Shady, which is a black shade. And you know, something else I didn't mention about this palette is that I love the packaging. This gold thing, I don't know what this is. I'm pretty sure it's like plastic or something, but it's really easy to clean. I did get a lot of like fallout on the palette, and if you just wipe it with your finger, it just cleans out. Like, it cleans it out completely. It's not as difficult to clean as my Kristen Dominique. So sorry that I have to use this one as an example, but you see this one, how it's like really, really dirty. If I go like that, it's not gonna remove, like it's not gonna take off, because this is like cardboard. Yeah, right? Yeah, I think so. This one is like cardboard, and then this one will be like plastic. There you go. So this one is like easier to clean, which, hello. The only thing is that the size of this palette, it's like super gigantic. So I don't know. I feel like I would say it's travel friendly if you are only taking that palette, but if you're extra as fuck and you take like a million palettes, this one might take up a lot of space in your suitcase or whatever. But sometimes I'm kind of scared to go in with black, but because black can either make your whole look or it can either fuck up your whole look. That's just the way I see it. Maybe because I'm not a pro at doing makeup, but excited for the ColourPop launch that's happening very, very soon. The ColourPop foundation, I believe, and the translucent powder, just because I love foundation reviews. I am a foundation junkie. I can literally watch foundation reviews all day, all night. And right now I'm like on a roll to watch planner videos for some weird reason. I know, crazy. So I went ahead and removed the tape, and I'm just going to clean this upper part. Honestly, if you think you suck at makeup, use tape. It makes a whole lot of a difference. Like, I don't know how to do makeup, and look at this shit. It looks fierce, right? It's the tape. I'm going to take some of Cake Face, which is the white shade in the palette. Alright guys, so I went ahead and popped on some lashes. I am loving the way this look is like coming out. It's like very simple and effortless, as you guys saw, but it's like pulling my eyes back and kind of making them look Asian like, and I'm living for that right now. So I don't know if I want to pop on some lower lash. I'm gonna start off with the shade Sickening, which is, you know, the transition area shade, transition shade. Yeah, that. And I'm going to buff that on my lower lash line, concentrating it more on the outer part of my eye. So I kind of want to leave the inner part of my eye really blank. So I'm gonna bring it only halfway, like that. And I'm gonna get the shade Trade, which is the red one that we used, or the burgundy one. And I'm gonna put this really tight on my waterline. Never thought this would come out this bomb. So I'm actually living for this eye look. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I don't want to go too extreme, too off board. I don't want to go crazy with it. But to be very honest, you guys, I loved how it turned out. I feel like the colors are very, very pigmented. At least this side that I tried, which is like the neutral side. I also went ahead and tried the shade Kai Kai, Campy, and Kiki yesterday. Now, the shade Kiki, when you mix the shade Kiki and Campy, which is like the Tiffany blue and the yellow one, it created this beautiful lime green shade on my lid, which I was all about. I was living for it. So if you guys want to see more tutorials using maybe the pops of color, getting out of my comfort zone, trying something else, then let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. But so far, so good. I love the color scheme. I love everything about the palette, to be honest. Like, I feel like it's a really good palette to have in your collection because of the mixture of colors. Like I said, you have your neutrals, you have your pops of color, you have two shimmery shadows. So it's always nice to have variety in a palette, and definitely this one is a variety. The only thing is that it's really huge, but again, like, hello, it's a staple. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Did you pick this palette up? Are you going to get it, or are you just going to wait for the Jaclyn and Morphe palette? Those palettes are cheaper, like it's 49 bucks for all four, which, hello, it's cheap. But then again, we are gonna have to wait and see if the formula, you know, and everything of that sort is good. So with that being said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed my review. Before we leave though, if you're not yet part of our T Squad family and you would like to join, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I do have some exciting videos coming up for you guys. And also guys, let me know in the comment section down below if you are excited for a particular launch. For being said guys, I will catch you guys in my next video very soon. Bye guys.